Hello lovelies and welcome to the channel. First off, I would like to say thank you for stopping by the channel because I do realize that videos have been few and far between. Third trimester has been kicking my butt, and the lovely summer weather we're having up here it's not helping. So it's starting to cool down, and I'm hoping that will help a little bit at least, and I can get some regular videos up. I do have a few ready to go, so that's something at least. But know that I am trying very, very hard to get regular videos up. It's just, yeah, the motivation and the what's the word? Not the effort, just just trying to get it done. Sometimes I can't do anything but just lay on the couch. But anyway, get started into this one. On one of my good days, I decided to play with my gloss sprays. So I have been watching a lot of Dina Wakley tutorials on YouTube. So even though I can't, I don't have the energy to get out in my art room and create, I'm still watching a lot of creative process videos to sort of, keep the mojo there. It's not the mojo that's lacking. I really do want to get out and create. It's the energy. It really is just finding the energy to, all my energy is going into growing this small human. She's sucking me dry. But anyway, so I have been watching a lot of Dina Wakley tutorials, and I was loving the ones where she was using the new masks with her gloss spray. So I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm in my Dina Wakley media journal, the black one, and I didn't gesso my page. I'm not a big one for gesso. Now, obviously, with these gloss sprays, when you gesso first, you do tend to get more of that nebula effect. With these gloss sprays, they do tend to resist each other better. But I just wanted to play. I was feeling good. It wasn't too hot. I had some energy, so I just wanted to play. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. Even at this point, I'm still wondering if this is going to be anything I can use. But that's what an art journal is. It's all about play. So you could see at the beginning I was having a bit of issue with my gloss sprays. The one thing I will say, put your lids on them and always wipe the nozzles clear after you use them. Otherwise you get a build-up of plastic and they just don't spray anymore. A lot of mine didn't want to spray, so I'm going to have to give them a good clean out. But as you can see, I may do. I've done a tag where I did nothing but just splatter all over it. I'll have to show you that one soon. So I used some of the masks that I have from the Dina Wakley media, and then I used my gloss sprays over those. And then because I had a lot of that spray still on those masks, I went back in with a tag just to lift some of that off and to give me some prints to use at a future date. And now I'm adding some more to my background. Now, when I did this background, I did know that I was going to mask off a word and apply some dark paint over at least a portion of this. So I was aware of that. And then I got my scribble sticks out. Now, one of my favourite things to do with my scribble sticks is to wet a stamp just with this light spritz of water and then colour in with my scribble sticks so I get a really nice watercolory imprint. I absolutely love how this turned out. You see, I tested it on one of my tags first, and I love how that looked. It gets a little bit lost on my page, on my background a bit, but, a background is a background, so it's still a lot of fun and one of my favourite ways to use my stamps with my scribble sticks. And I do love this colour combination, especially with this big, bold circle stamp. It was really quite nice. So I've used some scribble sticks and some black archival ink to add some stamped images to my background. I've also gone around my masked images just with a black pen just to make them stand out a bit more. And now I'm going to come in with my alphabet masks. Now, I haven't used these yet. I only got them a couple of weeks ago and I hadn't had a chance to use them as yet. First I'm going to add some splatters. I wanted some contrast, so I thought I'd go with gilt, but I tried white first, but it wasn't popping enough. So in the end, I went with gilt. Just add some splatters, and now I'm going to come in with my masks. So these are all brand new. If you haven't seen these before, it's the mask and stencil set from Dina Wakley, and it's the alphabet set. I have been wanting this for a long time, so I'm glad I finally picked it up. And now I'm just going to go with the word create. Now, this is the first time I've used them. It was all about experimenting and playing. So I just picked a random word just to see how this would look. I'll tell you what, it's trickier than you think. They move, they slide, but in the end, it works for me. I think it's going to take some practice. My favorite dark neutral is night. I like to use night instead of black a lot, especially when I use my Dina Wakley bits and pieces. I like that when you use it, especially the way I'm using it, and you can see when you sort of spread it out a bit, you can see the different shades in there. You get a bit of purple, a bit of blue, a bit of black. I love the color variations in this paint. So night is one of my big go-tos. I know a lot of people do prefer night over black. As you can see, I'm having problems with my letters moving all over the place, but I make it work. Like I said, this is the first time I've used these before, and I think this is actually something that a lot of people struggle with as well. But basically, I just wanted to give myself a bit of a black area in the middle where my word just pops out and you can see my background, if that makes sense. Dina Wakley did this in a very, I'm not sure if it's a recent video, but in one of her videos that I was watching recently. And it's such a striking effect. I absolutely loved it. So as you can see, there's my word. It doesn't pop as much as, it does in the end, but a very simple white border changes the entire look of this. So I'm just spreading out my paint just so it doesn't look too linear. I don't like straight lines. I don't know why. And then I'm going around my word with, this is just a white uniball pen, and just that little outline, even though I have slipped with my letters a bit and they're not perfect, just adding that little white outline. Very messy. I did want to go with messy on purpose, so I do go back and add a few scratchy lines because I wanted a messy outline. But just adding that white outline makes such a big difference, and this whole page, the whole word just pops straight off this page. So yeah, I really do love how this turned out, considering it was a hot mess at one point, but don't all our art journal pages go through the hot mess stage? But yeah, I love how this turned out, and I had a lot of fun making it. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.